Do you think evidentialism or non-evidentialism is essential to figuring out philosophical questions?
No, I don't think you need evidence to figure out philosophical questions.
Well, why not?
Well, I mean, if you're dealing with philosophy, I mean, there's a lot of things that are not physically proven through evidence. So, morality, I guess, in light could possibly be, but where do the principles come from? It's like respect towards another, freedom, these sort of things. I mean, those can't necessarily be proved through empirical evidence.
Oh, okay. Okay then. What do you think the concept of reformed epistemology is like?
What do you mean? What's your definition of reformed epistemology?
The definition of reformed epistemology. It's like, I knew we learned this in class, but I don't know
I know epistemology is how we know what we know. But what would we?
How we know? Well, I guess reformed epistemology is like new discoveries of knowing what we know, but except we dig down deeper to find the information that we've never known before.
Okay, so what was the question again?
What do you think the concept of reformed epistemology is like?
It seems, I think we are understanding how we know what we know, maybe on a deeper level through, experience and time, but I don't necessarily think there's any development that can be traced to the roots of epistemology as a subject within the philosophical realm. So, unless there's a more nuanced definition of reformed epistemology, I can't really say we've learned things in a new way. Perhaps we have a better understanding of how they can be understood, but I don't think we learn things in a different manner.
Okay, then number 3. How does Clifford's ethics of belief come of interest to you?
I don't know what Clifford's ethics of belief are.
Well, it's by the philosopher W.K. Clifford, and he had a series of beliefs and maybe that to prove about the existence of God.
Well, I'd have to know more about that before I could answer more formally on that. So maybe next time I can have a little more research time. I'll be able to examine that.
Okay. Number 4. Which one of Aquinas' 5 beliefs is the most important to you?
Of the proofs, I can't think off the top of my head. Which specific proof is I assume for the existence of God you're talking about.
Yeah.
I really couldn't think of them off the top of my head right now, but I'd probably say I think it's the teleological argument that as we're pointing towards being, we begin to understand that the source and origin of that being comes from a certain particular person or thing. In this instance, it would be what we call the triune God within our Catholic understanding. But again, that's kind of off the top of my head. I would think that's the one that at least I find to be the most.
So which one is that? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I don't know the number off the top of my head.
But which one was it?
I don't know the number off the top of my head. So 4 would be a random guess. I honestly don't know.
Well, the topic was which one?
I would say the theological ontological.
The theological ontological.
Theological. Yes.
Okay. What do you think about the topic of Anselm's ontological argument?
Again, I'd have to have a little time to prepare about that. I didn't really study Anselm as intensely as I probably should have. So.
You didn't? Well, Anselm's I don't know what that. I forgot about it. And yeah.
I mean, if I had a few moments to re-examine what he did, I probably could give you a more solidified response, but off the top of my head, I don't know what it is.
Okay. Okay, then.
Is that the end of the interview?
Well, that's the end.
All right, Andrew. I'm glad I could be of assistance.